Now temporal bone has got four parts. Squamous part. Squamous part is on the bottom also. Okay, this is squamous part. Mastoid part. Tympanic plate. Only tympanic plate forms the anterior wall of external acoustic meatus. This is external acoustic meatus. Anterior wall is formed by the tympanic plate. Then we have Pitus part. You have to see exact position of the Pitus part. Only this portion is the Pitus part. Okay. So what are the features? In the squamous part, we will see this is the zygomatic arch. This is called as articular tubercle, articular eminence. Okay. Why articular tubercle, articular eminence? It is forming a place where temporomandibular joint is articulated. Okay, capsule is attached here, so that's why it is called as articular tubercle, articular eminence. Now we see this is the mandibular fossa. Mandibular fossa has got articular area, non-articular area. Articular area is formed by squamous part of the temporal bone. Non-articular area is formed by tympanic plate of the temporal bone. Between these two we have got a fissure. This is called as squamotympanic fissure, because it is between the squamous part and tympanic plate of the temporal bone. Okay, between these two we have squamotympanic fissure. Okay, now we'll see tympanic plate. Tympanic plate, as we said, it forms non-articular part of the mandibular fossa, and it also forms the anterior wall of external acoustic meatus. Mastoid part has got three parts again. What are the three parts? Mastoid antrum, okay, mastoid process, mastoid air cells. Mastoid air cells are inside the mastoid process and antrum. Okay, antrum is an opening from the ear into the mastoid process. So what are the three parts? What are the three parts? Mastoid antrum, mastoid process, and mastoid air cells. Okay. So what is the attachment to the mastoid process? On the external surface, we have sternocleidomastoid muscle, and inside we have mastoid notch, which has got posterior belly of digastric muscle. Okay. So this is the mastoid notch. In front of the mastoid notch, we will see an opening. This is called as stylomastoid foramen. Okay, here we have styloid process. This is the mastoid process. Between these two, we have this foramen. This is called as stylomastoid foramen. What structure passes through it? Facial nerve passes through it. That's why it is important. We will keep it for exam also. Okay, facial nerve is emerging out of the cranial cavity. Stylomastoid foramen. Now we will see the Pitus part. This is the Pitus part of the temporal bone. Only three features are very important for the Pitus part at the base. At the apex of the Pitus part, we have foramen lacerum. Apex, foramen lacerum. On the Pitus part, carotid canal. Okay? Apex, foramen lacerum. On it, carotid canal. Between the Pitus part and the occipital bone, we have a foramen, that is the jugular foramen. Okay, jugular foramen. So between the occipital bone and the Pitus part, we have jugular foramen. This is the jugular foramen. Okay.